Hello again everyone, this is Tony from Kepler, just providing a quick update. We've just seen some interesting stuff and we're harping on June at the moment just because June was such an important tipping point month. And we're looking at some of the productivity metrics this time by state and by precinct. So we've just lined up a couple of different metrics against each other. Now, the key metrics that we're looking at as a highlight. So we've got sales dollars, everyone knows what sales dollars are, inside traffic, remembering that inside traffic is retail intentioned inside traffic, that is people that are in store for 30 seconds or more. We then correlated that with a couple of our other metrics. So we're looking at sales dollars per dwell hour. So what is the inside traffic return to the retailer for their investment of time? 5 people in there for 1 hour each gives you 5 hours. How much money did they spend in that 5 hours? The presumption being that if they spend more time, there should be more value that returns to the retailer. And then cutting ATV a slightly different way. So rather than looking at the transactional value of the people who only transact, looking at the visitor value. So what is the value of anyone that steps into my store? So if we take that principle that any entry into store is a gift, what is the value of that visitation? If we assume quite accurately, I think, at least in my opinion, that the browser is gone, the browser is dead, that what is the value of anyone else in store? So we have a couple of dichotomies here. So you can just see, have a look across a couple of these metrics. And the ones that I'm really interested in on this graph is that distinct movement of inside traffic and AVV and sales per dwell hour, sales dollars per dwell hour. And you can see that in places like WA, New South Wales and Queensland that have had a better go with inside traffic, less decline, or in WA's case, actually a slight increase, a very marginal increase over the same month from last year. The average visitor value has declined. So again, if we take that principle that the browser is gone, that the real intent behind someone being in store for 30 seconds or more is to transact, then we have some distinct opportunities in New South Wales and Queensland. Because right now what is happening across these 3 states in particular is that more traffic in store is actually creating lower productivity. There's less sales dollars per dwell hour, and average visitor value is actually dropping as we're maintaining our traffic. So we can operate on the assumption that either they're browsing or they're not being activated. Now, if it was just on a state-by-state level, I would say that we have something to look at. But I think the case in point for retailers is I'd be looking at these metrics across their different precinct types. And I've just highlighted a couple. So if we have a look at, and again, this is retail intention traffic, so people in a store for 30 seconds or more, and accurately excluding staff. If we have a look at what's happened between CBD locations across the country, so central business district locations, and metro supercentre, that is your A grades, your biggest shopping precincts across the country. If we have a look at the dichotomy of inside traffic, we're talking plus 6.5 versus a minus 14. And then we have a look at our average visitor value and our sales per dwell hour. So the things that I'd be looking for is our stock and or staff allocation models. If we've maintained the way we've always done it, we've allocated stock and we've set our roster targets and our staffing allocations according to the way we've always done it, or if changes, if it's a uniform +3 or a -5% across these. If we haven't adapted to the precinct specifics, then there may be something that will lend more weight to whether our states are behaving differently, whether we accept the fact that they're browsers. Like I say, in my opinion, I think they're gone. I think COVID killed the last few that were left. But if we think that we've got something in the way these precincts operate, then there might be something in the way that the states are operating as well. Again, if there is anything that Kepler can assist with, the details for all our offices across the world are on the screen, or please do reach out via our website, or please do email if there is anything that we can assist with. Thanks for watching.